Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skyazrael.com for life coaching and mentoring. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thursday. Really, it's just another day. I'm programming, lifestyle management, mind, body, and soul. My day doesn't change. Doesn't matter if it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or just an average day of the week. I'm always trying to focus on making myself stronger so my cup overflows and then I can help other people, so I can be strong enough to help others. Nobody wants help from a weak motherfucker. If you don't work on yourself, you're a weak motherfucker. I want to talk about happiness. A lot of people are chasing happiness. They don't really know what it is. They don't know the trick. These are people that are always wondering what the meaning of life is. Stop wondering what the fucking meaning of life is. Figure it out. I'll give you the idea right here, help you to figure it out. Happiness doesn't exist. It's not a thing. You're not going to obtain it, to hold it, to grab it like it's a brass ring. You're not going to get something that is intangible. You're looking around for it like you're looking for a glass of water, like you're in the desert, desperate for a drink. And you think happiness is going to be something. This is what drives people's consumerism. I used to be this way. When I was depressed, I would love to just go and buy stuff. I'd just spend money. Of course, some of that would be to spend it on vice, so I'd always get my booze and my drugs. That would always be on my list when I had some money. Cover my vices first. But I would buy CDs, clothes, shoes, anything, and just feel good with new stuff. We think that happiness exists in other people. And you may become addicted to other people. You may have convinced yourself that you're just social. But if you find yourself depressed, like antsy, and getting anxious when you're alone, you can't be alone. There's some people that can't be alone. That's a problem. Then you're using other people. You're a vampire, sucking the energy to stay alive. And people can only take so much of that. You're not even a real friend. You think you have friends, but if you're a vampire sucking their energy just to stay alive, you're not really a friend, you're just a narcissist. The probability that you will obtain happiness with your rocket car and your mansion is next to zero. I wish you would win the lottery or whatever it is that, I wish you would have a come up and make some money. And you can see, go get everything you want. You can see it's not gonna bring you the happiness. Now, I'm not talking to homeless people. I was homeless twice. I've been homeless before. I own a home now. When I'm floating around in my pool on a hot weekend, I feel happy about that. A sense of satisfaction, a sense of stability. Because I know what it's like to sleep outside. I know what it's like to have cops enforcing no sleeping laws and trying to roust you every night, playing this game of hide and seek with the police every night, just so you can sleep through the night. I got a house now, and I draw happiness off of that. But that's only in comparison to an extreme scenario of living like a bum compared to having a roof over your head. I know lots of people that have roofs over their head and are still not happy. I know rich people that are not happy, and that confuses the shit out of poor people. And they just shake their head and they get mad at rich people who aren't happy because they feel like that if I just had your money, I would be happy. How could you not be happy? You're so rich. People got mad at Robin Williams, for example, the comedian Robin Williams, who committed suicide many years ago. Fans of his were angry at him. They didn't even know him. They're angry at him for committing suicide. Why? Because he's a millionaire. And in their mind, in their crazy head, if you have millions of dollars, you should be happy. All your problems are figured out. It's not true. Very often, more money gives you more problems. But the problems that you have, for example, when you move, if you're gonna move from one town to the next, simply thinking that the next town isn't gonna have the same problems as the last, oh, you will find that those problems follow you. Trust me, I know this empirically. I've done this. I used to move around the country. I've lived all over this country, running from, not the police, running from my own problems, thinking that it's gonna be different in the next place. Maybe after 6 months of getting myself set up and a job and some friends, all these problems I ran from the last town, they happen again. You got to turn and face your fears. That's the thing. You got to face your problems. You got to face them daily. Your happiness isn't going to be in a destination. In fact, your happiness isn't going to be in a goal. If you attach your happiness to a goal, and say, I will only be happy when I attain that goal. I'll only be happy when I get that promotion. I'll only be happy when I buy a bigger house. I'll only be happy when I get a fancy car. I'll only be happy when I get some hot chick as eye candy next to my side who looks like Kim Kardashian, who I don't think is pretty. I don't know why some of you guys like her. I don't find her pretty at all. Some guys think I'm crazy for that. But you're not going to find your happiness by attaining a goal. The chances of that are almost zero. Jim Carrey, the comedian, talks about that, where he wishes that he could give everybody $1 million so you could see what it's like to be wealthy and to have everything you want, and then to realize, just like he did and everybody else who goes through that route, that the money didn't solve your problems. All those things that you made as your goals, those things, those objects that you made as goals, didn't solve anything. Just like I know what it's like to move across country, and the same problems I had back in LA follow me to Florida. Same problems I had in DC followed me out to San Francisco. Same problems I had in San Francisco followed me to New Mexico. I could just keep going on and on with places. It's inside. You have to face your shit. So we can't attach happiness to a goal or to a place or to people or to things. So what is it? I've found that the secret to a happy life, the secret to a good life, the secret to a meaningful life is this constant repetition, ritualized repetition of continued learning, of personal growth, of trying every day, in every hour of every day, trying to become the strongest that you can be in the mind, body, and soul areas. So you can be a good father, so you can be a good leader, so you can be a productive member of your society, of your community. With enough people that do that, you have a great set of friends, you have a great neighborhood, you have a great community, you have this utopia that you've always dreamed about. So when we're looking for happiness, it's not something that you can search for. Happiness is a byproduct of meaning. When you search for meaning, you get happiness, but where do we get meaning from? You get meaning out of that daily grind, the continued learning, the continued praying, that continued working out, The continued shopping that you do for good ingredients and trying to push your diet to be healthier and healthier. Every day, staying on top of yourself with this kind of discipline. It's an identity of process. You adopt an identity of a warrior. The warrior is defined by his training and his actions in battle, not by how he poses with his armor or the attention he gets from others, the praise. You're defined by the work you put in. So when you make your identity the process, this is what we talk about as bikers. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. A biker understands that when they get a motorcycle. You get it. I don't have to explain it to you. We don't have to philosophize on it for 10 minutes. You get it. All you have to do is get on a bike and you get it instantly. You understand what I'm talking about. It's not about the destination. We can pick a destination, fine, but it's about the ride. That's why we're bikers. It's about the ride. We're not bikers for destinations. We're not bikers for the stupid jackets. We're not bikers because you drink beer with your buddies, or it's not about the beards or the tattoos. It's just about the goddamn ride. That's what it is. And the same with life. It's this process. Some people are living for a fleeting moment of pleasure. Enjoy your plateaus. When you're climbing this path of life up this hill, it's hard. It's hard. That's why the parable of Sisyphus is so good. And you get to the plateau and you can look out and enjoy that shit. But you don't live for the plateaus because there's always more to go. You live for those steps along the path, each step. You live for the hike, for the struggle up the hill. That's what you live for, is the journey. When the journey is over, what do? Retired motherfuckers find this out. Guys retire from their career and they get bored. Guys leave the military after 25 years and they just sit around just like, fuck. Stay disciplined your entire life and you'll have a meaningful life. And a byproduct of meaning is happiness. And you'll understand what happiness is. That's the only way you're gonna find it. You motherfuckers that are searching for happiness, you need to understand what it is. It's all food for thought.